I managed to pick myself up the Batman Supreme Knight by Mezco Toys. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel for the first video of the year 2021. Let's hope this year is much better and nicer to us than the last year. But anyway, to start the year off, I have a really good review. I've managed to pick myself up the Batman Supreme Knight by Mezco Toys. This is the third in a trilogy of Batman figures chronicling Bruce Wayne's life as Batman. Alright, before we get this guy on the review bench, let's open him up and see all the accessories and just put them all to one side. So, before I go opening and throwing away the box, obviously that's the big symbol there. It's kind of reminiscent of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Batman. That's the best way I can describe this whole Batman, and I'm loving that. On the back, it shows you all the bits he comes with. A lot of accessories, as Mezco, you know, they like to pick out on the accessories. There's an image of Batman and a few promotional images that you can see just there. So, that's that. Again, as always, Mezco, really detailed boxes. So you have Gomez on the front, you got the 112 selective embossed on the side, really nicely done, and even just the cardboard itself it's nice quality cardboard. So let's open them up and get all the plastic off. Interchangeable Cape. Oh, okay, cool. So we must come with two capes. Welcome to the 112. Thank you very much. Okay, actual figure. So much plastic on the figure. Okay, bubble off. Some accessories. They really want to protect these figures. Okay, so let's take all this out. Okay, that's Batman taken out of the box. All the accessories gotten out. There's so much to go through. Before we get on the review bench, I'm just going to show you. It comes with obviously the stand that all Mezco figures come with. And the arm, probably the best stands that are out there. They're the best for pose and flight and stuff. They're very strong. And as always, you get the little nifty baggie for all your accessories. And he came with a second cape, but I'm going to put that on him while we're on the review bench. So let's get him over here and have a look. Okie dokie. So here he is on the review bench, and I have to say, this is one of my favourite Mezco Batmans. Mezco's, full stop. It's so cool looking. So before we get into the brass tacks of the figure, let's just have a little look over the plethora of accessories he comes with. So he comes with 10, count them, 10 little gold Batarangs, kind of in the style of his emblem. They're not really sleek, if you call them. They're kind of square, but you know they're Batarangs. He comes with like a little stack of them together that he can hold. Look to the bit to throw them. He comes with this, I don't even know what this is. It's like a karambit style kind of stab you crazy looking thing. Pretty cool. The detail in it is class. You can see the little marks along the metal, and I'm sure it'll probably fold out or something along the lines of that, but really cool. Comes with this big style Batarang. You can see it there, the details again. Mezco love to go all out on the details of the accessories, and I'm not going to blame them for it. That is a really cool little Batarang. What else does he come with? He comes with this big, huge, I think it's a grapple launcher. If you see, it does have an anti-tube, and there are plenty of, it comes with 3 grapple hooks, so I'm assuming one of them are to go into this. More of a grapple line launcher, and then this is like a little small handheld grapple launcher. If you can just see it there. Again, the details in these are crazy. Each part's painted individually. There's no splotch marks. The paint, really well done. And then, of course, with Mezco, he comes with many hands. So he comes with 2 fist hands. He comes with a hand for holding the little 3 Batarangs and other Batarangs. He comes with just a kind of holding hand, an open kind of throwing hand, a trigger finger hand. So yeah, altogether he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands, and then 1 extra hand for, I don't know, but it's another Batarang throwing hand. So they're all the hands, and again it comes with head sculpts. So it comes with, this is more of a gruff, grimacing Batman, and you can see it's a Batman in his later years. He's old, he's got the Looks like he might even be missing teeth, but he's got the wrinkles to show for it, and he just doesn't look happy. That's a really cool, nice detailed face sculpt as well. Again, the one that comes on the head is the same head sculpt, just in a different expression. But again, you can see it's an older Batman. You can see the wear and tear on the skin of the face. And the other head sculpt, I love this one. This is an old man Bruce head sculpt. So as a Bruce, he's seen his days, he's fought his battles, a few scars, he's got the old man wrinkles and stuff. Still got that hairline though. I suppose when you have Bruce Wayne money, you can keep your hair. But again, this is a lovely, lovely head sculpt, really nicely detailed. So that's all the accessories. Let's get down to the figure. So we're going to push these just off to one side for the moment, and we'll get into the actual figure itself. So the details on the figure itself are absolutely crazy. So this is some sort of kind of pleather, fake pleather, but it's integrated with fabric goods. So it's a healthy mixture of the two of them. It stretches, it's in the point that it stretches, it's going to be fabric, and then at less stretchy points it's the pleather. So where there's going to be less wear and tear, they put in the fabric, which is a nice touch. Like even behind the knees it's more fabric than pleather, so it's not going to wear as quick. Then the detail on the emblem there, I just want to point out, it's like it's individual bat, like you can see the individual bat wings coming down. Yeah, you can see them in the light there. So the sculpted detail on the emblem is crazy. They always did go all out on the other Batman figures. And then he's got the detailed belt, all the little separate pouches. He's got like pepper spray, pouch there. Then on the back, as always, it comes with a place to hold his grapple launcher, which I love that about the last Batman figures and release from Mezco. And then again the head sculpt. And he's got big romper stomper boots. So overall, this sculpt, I think the body of this Mezco figure is actually bigger than the previous. So if you don't know the story, Mezco released 2 Batmans before this as part of a trilogy. So it was Batman the Ascending Knight, Batman the Sovereign Knight, and now we have Batman Supreme Knight. And they released loads of variants of those figures throughout the years, but it was to chronicle like a young Batman. So the first one was based on Bill Finger's artwork with the large ears, the gloves. The second one focused more heavily on Jim Lee's artwork from Hush and stuff like that. And you can clearly see they've taken inspiration from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns from this Batman. He's old, he's chunky. It's definitely a different body to the older Batmans. He's noticeably chunkier. He's worn, you can see he's got the ears behind him. So the cape that comes with Batman is just a normal kind of fake leather fabric. It's fabric underneath and then fake leather on the outside, so it has that bit of a sheen on the outside. But he does come with another wired cape. So we're going to have a look at that now before we get into the articulation. So the cape comes in a little plastic bag like so. I'll be careful opening it. And this is it. So it's a wired cape. It has 5 wires in it. Really nice. And then it comes with the neck piece. So the installation is meant to be quite easy. It's my first time ever swapping a Mezco cape on anyone, so bear with me. Let's try this. Okay, they took a bit of messing around, but I got the wire cape on, and it's awesome. So it comes with like 5 wires. It clips on via magnet system, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to pop this off and show you. So the magnet pops on like that. You just sit it on, and it sits on over like that, and you kind of tuck the cape up in. Perfect. So the articulation of this figure is as follows. It's going to be just a standard Mezco body, but as always the head is on a ball peg and you get a fairly good look around. Now I will say you got to be careful because this is a magnet piece that if you pull too hard it will kind of unrest the cape. So kind of hold it down if you're going to do any mad head posing, but you get good range of motion on the head. The arms come up like this, down. You don't want to see. I don't want to rotate it too much because obviously it's fabric, it's leather. I don't want to ruin it too much. But the articulation is there. It's quite good. Has double jointed elbows. You can get them up like that. Hand is on a little ball peg joint from Mezco as always. Just take it off and see it. So that allows for rotation and a small bit of side to side. There is articulation in the midsection of the body. I don't want to over exaggerate too much. Again, I don't want to stretch the pleather of the figure. But you can see he has slight backwards and you can look forward and see. So you can see what I mean about that. But that pops on quite easy. So yeah, and he has a rotation at the waist, so you don't want to go wrecking it too much. The legs, they come out about yay big. They kick forward quite far without stretching, because this is fabric up here. And they go back quite far, which is good. The knees themselves, again, are double jointed. Fabric doesn't really hinder it. And the ankles are on that little rotation swivel, so you can get it all the way around. And sadly there's no tuck articulation, but the boots are quite big and heavy. So that's the articulation of the figure. Pretty standard from Mezco. Again, you don't want to go doing it too mad because of the fabric, you'd be afraid of stretching it or ripping it. But for a Batman figure, it's absolutely beautiful. You can see how they've taken inspiration from Frank Miller's Dark Knight, and it's a great way to end the trilogy of Batman figures. Kind of has a Ben Affleck look about him as well, so it's really cool. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of my Mezco Batman Supreme Knight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you again on the next video.